Yeah, it's your boy, fucking Papa Swole.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling.
Yes.
Welcome
Yes, sir.
to the Daily Swole.
It's daddy. Testing, 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 testicles, testing, testicles, 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 testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 1242 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. For some of you, it's a slutcast too. Welcome to episode 1242. Welcome beaches, booshes, bustas, hustlers, and ye ol' hoes. Welcome to 1242. Happy Monday, everyone. It is Monday. It's Monday, September 30th. We are coming down to the end of the month. I guess today is the end of the month? I don't even know. There's 30 days in September. I don't think there's 31st. I don't think there's 31. Last time I've checked, we got October right on the corner, right behind us, right in front of us, whatever. So now it's pumpkin spice season. It's pumpkin spice season. It is, if you don't know what pumpkin spice is, I recommend you check out the latest Drive While Gaining on the Swolenormous channel. Go check it out. It's going to edumacate you, beaches. It's going to fucking edumacate you. You're going to learn a lot about pumpkin spice. You're going to learn a lot about pumpkin spice. And Laura says, I know we're all supposed to like all exercise, but I hate planks. You're not supposed to like all exercise. You're just not supposed to care. You got to do what works. You got to do what works. Drew Smith, love climbing stairs for 10 minutes with Papa in my ears. Fucking those ear holes while you're getting your cardio on. Down for it. Down for it. So what's going on? Casey, what's up, dude? Long time no gain. As far as I know. I don't know if you're gaining. I'm assuming you're gaining. What's going on, dude? DWG was hilarious today. Thank you. Well, thank you. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. It's your boy, Papa Swole. Yeah. All right, so here's the deal. We've been talking about this. I was on Instagram Live today. We had a long accountability meeting for those of you that are Swolenormous X members. Okay, here we go. I don't know if you've all noticed. Now I want to make this I want this point to be said right now because a lot of you might check in and a lot of you might not be able to watch all the time or watch the whole thing. So I want to remind you that Swolenormous UNCENSORED just launched yesterday. How many of you have already checked out the content in Swolenormous UNCENSORED? How many of you already checked it out? Just drop the Swole Motion vlog in there. If you're interested in joining, I talked about it on the pre-roll. I've talked about it before. I am going to just drop this right here. If you want to learn more, go to swolenormousx.com. There's a banner at the top. It's all there in the membership section, but I'll take you right there. This is a product of taking action. And I want to explain what I mean by that. There's a lot of complaining in general. There's a lot of complaining, as we know, from the fat positive movement and this bullshit fat awareness and Fat Awareness Week. I think Alan just posted a video. I was checking out something on YouTube and I saw a thumbnail pop up. I didn't watch it yet. But there's so many people crying, kicking, and screaming about everything. And it's a product of social media just coming to maturity where everyone has a cell phone, which means everyone has a fucking voice to say something. Now, that's a great thing. And it's also a shitty thing when it gets misused and it gets misrepresented. So there are a lot of people running their fucking mouths about shit that they have no concept and have no basis to do so. They're talking about medical issues when they have no business talking about medical issues. They're talking about psychological issues when they have no background in psychology. And it's one thing to voice an opinion, but it's another thing to argue objective facts from someone who is more educated than you. And opinions and facts get distorted a lot online. So I'm probably a perpetrator of that myself. A lot of opinions and things that I say and things I say out of comedy or entertainment get misconstrued because of the manner in which we say them. And that's what happens when we take snippets from someone's content. Those of you that follow me, you know my intent and you know what I say and you know why I say it. And of course, the message is very consistent. That's why we're almost on episode 1250. Was it 1242 today? It's because it's a consistent message. And of course, there's fluctuations, kind of like the stock market. It goes up and down, and it depends on the tides. And the reason why my content has been largely skewed towards these types of ideas is because we're all dealing with them. When you go online, you are subjected to all this shit. You're subjected to this nonsense. You're subjected to these Instagram nutritionists. You're subjected to these people that say obesity is okay and you don't have to lose weight and love yourself the way you are at the expense of your health. And it's a huge problem. And we have all these every day. Every time I say something to Alexa, she's like, happy coffee day or happy hot dog day or happy fucking, cracker day. It's like we have a day for everything. We have a fucking day for everything. And I guess we had like a fat acceptance week or a fat awareness or fat acceptance week last week or this week. What week isn't a fat acceptance week? Where it's every fucking day. It's every fucking day. It's every fucking day in our face all the time. All the time. All the fucking time. It's in our face all the time. It's not a week. It's every day. So here's what's happening. And welcome, Jody. Thank you for being a part of Uncensored. Christine, I'm not sure if you're referring to the full-blown memberships, but I hope you notice or recognize that Swolenormous Uncensored right now, you could when I say lock in your membership, I mean that if Swolenormous Uncensored is theoretically $1,000 a month, which it would never be, you still pay $2.99 a month. So you can get access to Uncensored on the website for just $2.99 a month. It will never increase. If you get this now, it will never increase. Even if the price does increase, your price will never increase. Okay. That's why I'm making a big deal of it, because it just launched. It just started. Okay. So we got a few videos in there, got a couple more coming today, just launched the vlog today. So just getting started. So I wanted all of you that want access to be able to. This is not to be like, oh, this is not to make a fucking $1 million. This is to provide a minimal course and a minimal level, or I guess minimal level of entry for people that are serious about consuming more of this type of content. So what's been going on is the throttling of my content. I don't know if you've noticed. I don't know if you saw. I don't know if you've seen. I don't know if you've seen the latest that I've been doing. I don't know if you've been seeing on my main channel that my videos in the past few days have literally just fucking tanked. And the issue is not, it would be an issue if the content got worse, because the creative is the variable. And I'm not saying that it's bad, but when you get a few thumbs down, when you have a 99% like rate, why would YouTube not show my content to more people? If 99% of 1,000 people love my videos, why would they not show it to more people? Well, it's because it's sensitive content. Of course, the language I use, I'm under no, misconception that nuts on chin or balls deep or calling people fucktards. Yeah, okay, it's offensive, but that's free speech, and that never affected anything before. And this is exactly the problem. This is exactly right. Let me bring my mouse back over. Yeah, Holly said it too. YouTube isn't showing me your new videos. And Holly's subscribed. Holly has her notifications on. Holly's been a big member of this community for a long time, and a lot of you see her name pop up all the time. And it's one thing if new people don't see my videos. Okay. It's another thing that people that want to see my videos don't get to see my videos. And not as bad as Alan. I don't know. I make content that's probably far more offensive and far more aggressive than his, actually. But I just don't say fuck 17 times in a row. It's a whole different approach. And everyone's feeling it. And he's feeling it too. Everyone is feeling that kind of limitation that's making content about these issues. And of course, this has already been happening with politics, right? And this is the problem, that the politics of the social left is where all this fat positivity stuff overlaps. So it's getting sandwiched and blended and manipulated. It's literally getting it's getting hosed over. It's getting grayed over and all linked together. And since people are so trigger happy, this is something that had to be dealt with. So the reason why I'm going to be talking about this a lot, the reason why I'm going to be continuing to talk about this a lot is because it's the action that is important for you to recognize and for you to apply with your own fitness and nutrition. It's like, well, fuck, how am I linking these two concepts and these two conversations together? Because you can complain about being obese. You can complain and whine and bitch and moan because you're entitled, because you feel like it shouldn't be this way, because you're not happy with the results of the action or whatever you've done to this point. And that's not going to accomplish anything. Me trying to change your mind. Let's say you don't like my beard. I don't know why the fuck you wouldn't, but let's say you don't like my beard. If I like my beard, one, I just don't give a shit if you don't like it. Or if I don't like it either, and I kind of wish you did like it because I have it, is it better for me to try to convince you to like it and change your mind, or change society's mind that we should be accepting beards more? Or should I just have my beard or shave it or make my fucking decision and move on and just take the action and not worry about what other people think? Instead of complaining about this, I'm stating it. Instead of complaining about the views, instead of complaining about the complete sudden brick wall of like subscriber growth, like legit, like fucking literally went from 300, 400, 500 a day to 20, 30, like completely throttle, probably shadow banned or who knows. Instead of complaining about it, I'm addressing the issue, talking about it, and I created Swolenormous Uncensored. So the content won't stop. I am only going to go harder, just as hard. I'm not going to change my delivery. I'm not going to censor myself. And that was the decision. It's either complain, bitch, and moan and feel entitled to get views. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. These are public companies. Facebook and YouTube and Google, Alphabet, those are public. Those are fucking owned. That's not the government. Those aren't utilities. They are in control. So to pretend like there's freedom of speech on these platforms is ludicrous. And I never felt like there was freedom of speech. I was just being as free as I wanted to be, and then seeing the chips, letting the chips fall. So by creating Swolenormous Uncensored, I am going to future-proof the brand. It is already. It's up, it's running, it's in effect. So the Swolenormous brand is future-proof. It's not vulnerable anymore. If YouTube shuts down my shit tomorrow, all the channels, if they just shut it all down, guess what? The Daily Swole will be it'll go completely private. It's already there. The framework is already set up. I can stream on my fucking site. I can do things a different way. I can make it happen. So the content's not going to stop. So it's either me change myself or make the moves to do things the way I want to. So that's what I have to say about that. So I'm going to bring this up on the screen just so you can see it for those of you that didn't go to the website yet. If you want access to Swolenormous Uncensored, there's a video there on the page. You can check it out. It's right here, up here at the top. I'm not going to zoom out so you can see it. It's literally, like, no fucking joke, $2.99 a month. Like, if you want to jump out of here and go and subscribe, it takes 2 seconds, and you can come right back here. I'll be here for a while. We're gonna stream like a motherfucker today. So Swolenormous Uncensored, $2.99 a month, and this is what you're gonna get, and this is only just the beginning. So you got the Raw series, unedited commentary. There's already one in there. Daily Swole Extra Thirsty. So after the podcast, I film a couple extra minutes on like a poignant topic that came up in the podcast, and I go after it for a few minutes. DWG bonus content, director's cut, Nuts on Chin Unplugged, Swole Motion Vlogs, Fire and Ice, which is a new show that I'm going to be doing. That's going to be starting soon. I'll give you more details when that launches. Ask Papa Swole Priority Access, and then archived and miscellaneous bonus footage. So this is literally a massive, massive, massive change and move forward with my content. So I really don't give a fuck anymore. I really don't give a fuck anymore. And when I say I don't give a fuck, it's actually that I give so much of a fuck, I don't want anyone dipping into my sauce. I don't even want Patreon getting involved. Someone asked me like, oh, why don't you do a Patreon? I'm like, fuck Patreon. I don't want anyone in between myself and you. I don't want anyone in between myself and you. If I have something to say, I will put it out there. And then you can watch it and you can comment below. And you can comment on other people's comments. Like the only thing you can't do is smash the like button. But you can drop some thumbs up and you can enjoy, right? So the community over there is strong as shit. And it's an amazing addition to those of you that have unlimited memberships. It's already in your account. And it's a great way for those of you that maybe can't afford and or don't want the full Swolenormous. You don't want the yoga studio. You don't want all that. It's fucking amazing. We had an amazing accountability meeting. I broke down like the next 3 to 6 months of all the content that's going to be released. But, you know, everyone has their own preference. But this is just literally $2.99 a month. Like it's less than fucking apps that you pay for. And the reason is because I don't want it to be something restrictive, but there should be some skin in the game. There should be skin in the game. There should be something in which you are putting your effort in. You're being a part of something. You know, you're investing your time and a little bit of green in order to make sure that you are there for the right reasons. And we don't get fucking trolls. We're not going to get trolls. We're going to have conversations. We're fucking adults. We can talk about things. There's not going to be like, man, someone in one of the previous videos, because I said something in a certain way. And he's like, I disagree with this part because X, Y, and Z, but I love the video. The rest of it is great. You know, lots of respect. And then I answer respectfully. And we had a couple, you don't see that on fucking YouTube. You don't get that because you have a bunch of fucking jabronis just coming in, just being like, fuck this, or stupid beard, or this is lame, or that was cringe. Okay. Those are useless, stupid comments that have no place. But the reason why they're there, it's because it's all free. It's all free. There's a reason why clubs, memberships, there's a reason why organizations have subscriptions. There are reasons why people want to charge at the door because it keeps the fucking jabronis out. It's a no snowflake zone. If you can't handle someone's opinions and having conversation, then it's just not for you. There's actually a warning right here. I don't know if you can see that. I'll try to zoom out. There's actually a snowflake warning. All right. So but when you join, hold on here. When you come in, you have to certify. These are the terms and conditions. I certify that I am not a sensitive little snowflake and I can handle authentic, direct, and mature content. Glasses, gorilla, flex. So you're going to get a lot of stuff. You're going to get some nutrition content in the Swole Motion vlogs. You're going to get some training content like the one posted today. You're also going to get additional footage and all this stuff and a lot of videos and things that I haven't even conceived of yet that I'm going to continue adding into Uncensored. So at the checkout page, you can watch that video. I just wanted to put that out there and make this a legit question and make this a legit, portion of this podcast because I think it's really fucking important. I think it's really important. And I wouldn't say it's a shame. I think it's a privilege. And I want to make this kind of like another point. It's one way to look at this as like, oh man, it's a shame, right? It's a shame that we have to take our stuff to a different location. It's a shame. It's not a shame. It's a fucking privilege. It's a privilege to have a place where we can go, and it's not a safe space. Kind of sounds like one, right? It's actually a safe space to fucking say what you want. It's the opposite. It's a place where you are safe to say shit. It's not a safe space to protect you from the fucking world. It's a place where we're going to talk about some fucking issues and other things. Maybe I'll make a video discussing some things about politics or social issues or other things. I have a lot of interests. So this is going to be a lot of extra content in addition to the fitness content, in addition to the stuff that we normally do, because I have a lot of things on my mind. And it's not just the fitness and the public content. The Daily Swole is going to be the Daily Swole. We're fitness based. And this is where this all stemmed from. It stems from society pandering to people that are essentially lying to kids, like 17 magazine promoting all this obese stuff and clothes that fit obese women. There's nothing wrong with clothes that fit people that are obese. We have obese people. They need to walk around with clothes on. They can't be naked, but they don't need thigh-high boots. All right. This is something that I'm making a video on. It's like we are pandering to the trend of, okay, don't change. we're going to do things to, we're going to pretend and we're going to pander to your lack of health, which is literally what the fuck it is. It literally is what it is. That's what it is. That's what the fuck it is. We're pandering to people's lack of initiative. So that's where a lot of this content is going. All right. That's where a lot of this content is going. It's going in uncensored. It's going to be, things aren't going to change on YouTube. Like, I'm not going to change my public content. If anything, I'm going to add more and additional stuff. And it's not like uncensored means I'm just going to be fucking swearing and, just fucking throwing knives around. It's just going to be it's going to be a place where I can post all these things and we don't have to worry about not getting a notification. When there's new content, you'll get an email notification and boom, you go there and you check it out. You're not going to have to worry about a comment getting deleted, or it's something that you have to worry about now that you never had to before. Times change. Things change. We know this. Things change. But the more things change, the more things stay the same. And we're seeing a lot of these trends that are kind of like repeating history. And I don't like where the sensitivity with speech is going. Because language is powerful, but it depends on what power you give it. You have the power to explain your thoughts. You have the power to have discourse. But at the same time, people are manipulating words because of social media, because of these little sound bites, because of Twitter, because of Instagram, a caption or one picture. And a lot of these pictures maybe don't, or this one thing that I might talk about from an Instagram nutritionist or a page, it might not be the overall message of the entire page, but it's a product of people not paying attention to what they're posting, not paying attention to the message that they're sending, not taking responsibility, and pretty much neglecting their fucking audience. It happens all the time. It happens all the fucking time. People are neglecting their audience by just posting random shit. Like, oh, the pumpkin spice latte, reality and, facts. It's like, oh, it's delicious. It makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. What do you mean it makes you feel warm and fuzzy? You mean when your pancreas is crying over just pumping out excess insulin to try to handle that injection of sugar? Makes you feel warm and fuzzy. It's a fucking hot drink. Of course it's going to make you feel warm, you idiot. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing with your nutrition page? What are you doing with your content? What are you trying to say? You're telling people what they want to hear. You're telling people what they want to hear. And there's a big difference between telling people what they want to hear and telling people things that will help them think for themselves and that will help them be better. What they need to hear, or what you feel inside authentically, and then let them decide. Like, all I'm doing with the podcast, literally what I've been doing for the last 3 years or so, over 3 years, 3.5 years, whatever it is voicing my experiences, my thoughts, my opinions. That's all I've been doing. That's all I've been doing. I've been here. You've tripped upon me. You've come over here. You've found my content from something. Someone shared something. You caught a clip, whatever it was. You found this, but I've been consistent. I'm just here. I'm not going out grabbing your ears. I'm producing content, and it's here for those that are interested, willing, and ready for it. And we're hurting ourselves. And here's a great fucking point. Cleveland Girl 216. The Me Too movement makes us women look crazy now. Totally lost its true purpose. And this is another issue, but every single woman that makes up bullshit allegations about a man affects all the other women around them. Because now people aren't trusting when issues, it's the boy who cried wolf. It's that classic story. Do we forget our fucking children's books? Do we forget? We do. We forget history. We forget that sticks and stones don't hurt, or sticks and stones break our bones. They don't hurt. If you're fucking yoked, they don't hurt. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. All the fuck that's going on. It's just people complaining. It's just people complaining about the words. It's not even words. It's text. Don't fucking read it. Don't look at your phone. Stop reading it. Stop reading it. Stop reading it. Alan fucking sent me this conversation. This woman has a fat positive account and was pretty much fucking trolling. She has an account for fat positivity. And she was trolling, arguing Alan in someone's comments because, Alan goes into people's comments and fucking drops nukes. I don't do that shit. Alan goes in there like a fucking big balled assassin and drops a comment like, boom. Like, yeah, well, fucking, he'll go into one of these pages like F your fucking logic standards and just rips people a new one. So he goes after this shit when he sees it. I don't bother with that, but I love watching the aftermath. And this woman got so fucking hurt. She ended up going on like a Facebook page claiming that she was like at suicide risk and she was crying out for help for people to report and block him because, to get it off her feed. Turn off your fucking phone. Turn off your fucking phone. Stop looking at it. How stupid can you fucking be? You don't want to see it on your page? Then don't fucking look at it. Close your goddamn eyes. You know those things that are just above your fucking eyeballs with the lashes? You can bring those down like blinds, like shades. You can close them and then you don't have to see. Have you ever closed your eyes before? What do you see? Fucking nothing. That's what this bitch should do. That's what this bitch should do. But no, she's going to pretend like she's on suicide watch or some shit. Are you saying that you need to be Baker acted? Are you saying that you need to be taken away against your will because you're a danger to yourself and potentially others? Sounds like it. Sounds like you're not mentally stable if you can't handle some words on a fucking screen. My God. You can't even say black or white now? I just did. Black people are cool. Oh shit. He went there. What do you mean we're cool? What do you mean black people are cool? What do you mean you people? What do you mean? A person of color. Isn't that like, that sounds offensive. If you call someone a person of color, that sounds fucking racist. Wait, so you can say a person of color, but you can't say colored people. That's fucking weird. What's wrong with black? Oh, African American? Gee, call me white. I'm not white. I'm beige. I'm tan, actually. I'm a little bit, I'm golden right now. I'm golden. I'm golden. It's all right. I have black friends. King Darius, my boy. My boy, King D. I wonder if he's watching right now. I think he's moving to Chicago. I'm Caucasian. So I'm Caucasian. You're calling me a cock? I'm Caucasian. What does that mean? Yeah, what's that word? What's the etymology of cauk? C-A-U-C. Caucasian. Sounds like cock. There you go. Look at that. Everyone is of color. What are you, transparent? Like, this is the kind of thing that we'll get everyone up in a tizzy. Why? We're just having a conversation. But this is the kind of stuff. This is what I'm talking about. And I will tell you this. If anything happens, like, I will literally stream, the podcast will be private. I will still do the podcast and it will just be for a private audience. It'll be inside Swolenormous Uncensored. It'll be a part of that. So this is like, literally preparing for that situation. So for anyone that's just joining, I know a lot of you just kind of hopping in. We were talking earlier. I'll take some comments. We'll show some stuff on the screen. But if you're interested in the Swolenormous Uncensored, I was saying because of the throttling, because of the blocking, because of the limited reach of my content that's happened very recently, but suddenly and sharply, for just $2.99, if you want to get access to all this new content, new shows, extended editions, extended cuts, afterthoughts, Daily Swole Extra Thirsty. So it's a little bonus content from the podcast, Raw series, DWG, NOC. New vlog is up today. Ask Papa Swole, priority access, bonus footage, all this stuff over here. If you go to swolenormousx.com, there's a banner at the top because that's a big announcement. It's a big release. And also it's on the memberships page. So, and just a reminder, if you're an unlimited member of Swolenormous, this is already included. But if you don't want or can't afford that, I'm telling you, $2.99. If this goes up in price, you will never pay a penny more. It will always be $2.99. So that's why I say lock in your membership, because I want to make it extremely affordable and accessible. That way it, one, supports the content, supports the creation of the content, supports the media aspect of everything I'm creating. and also makes it extremely accessible. That way you can get in there, and I don't want anyone to be in the cold unless they choose to be. I want everyone to be able to get in there. So literally, it's going to be the fucking shit. What's Fire and Ice? Wouldn't you like to know? Actually, Fire and Ice is a new show. I'll give you a little insight. It hasn't launched yet, but a lot of you understand that I do like cigars and I do like whiskey. I don't have them often, so it's going to be either a review type show with cigar and whiskey, like on the porch, talking about some issues. It might be similar to what is it called? It might be similar to the Raw series, but it's going to be called Fire and Ice. So I think it's a badass fucking name, obviously inspired by Game of Thrones, but that's going to be a new show that will be exclusively for uncensored members and those of you that are in unlimited. So it's going to be fucking sweet. It's going to be fucking awesome. So I'm excited. Let's take some comments. What do you guys think about everything? What's been going on? What have you noticed? And I'm actually curious as to what you've been experiencing in terms of some of you have been saying that you haven't been getting my notifications at all. But a lot of you are in the comments and you're in these other pages and you get exposed to this kind of shit either in your personal life, because I get a lot of your DMs all the time. And it really does feel like Instagram is like the spearhead of all this shit. I don't know if it's so much on Facebook. I'm sure it is, but I know people use Facebook, but I feel like much more is like Instagram and YouTube. And I don't see this as often. I don't see it. It's not in your face. I think YouTube does a better job of compartmentalizing. I don't know if that makes sense. I think since YouTube and Google is so much more of a mature platform, I think it's much better at compartmentalizing and showing things that it knows you want because it's been tracking you for like 20 years. And I think Instagram is more like you tend to see shit and explore. It tends to show you things that are maybe outside your realm. I think YouTube is very echo chambery, which is a good and a bad thing. And it's sometimes things cross over and that's when people like grab their fucking pitchforks. But I feel like Instagram is more like people just drop shit and then leave and go over here. YouTube, it feels like it's more you build communities and it just kind of knows what you want to see and it shows you suggested videos. You don't see a lot of crossover from my experience. Oh my God. Facebook removed a pic of my food because I said white potato and pork bacon. Apparently those words are flagged. Pork is flagged? Jesus Christ. Sonali, small white fats aren't allowed to be positive fat with a... Jesus Christ. Kayla, my Dominican friends get annoyed at being called African American. Well, I agree. I mean, look, what are you going to do? I mean, people in Brazil, they're all different colors because the Nazis fucking fled there, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, we make this weird separation as if human beings aren't naturally prejudiced. And we're naturally prejudiced as a defense mechanism. We protect ourselves. We sense danger. We look at something different. We're like, ooh, that's different. That's unknown. We're always prejudiced. We're always prejudging. We're prejudging as anything. It's like, oh, if you see a preview for a movie, you're like, that movie looks like shit. Doesn't mean it looks like shit. Could have been a bad edit for the preview. Maybe they redid it. Maybe they went back to the drawing board after they got bad reviews and they re-edited the movie. Maybe the movie's fucking amazing. It's the best movie you've ever seen. I've seen movies. I'm like, oh my God. I remember thinking this movie was going to suck and it was awesome because the preview fucking blew up. It was a terrible, terrible preview. So it's like, you can't always tell what someone is. We have to ask like, what race are you? That's not really a good conversation starter. Hell, hey, where you from? Oh, I'm from New York. Okay. Millions and millions of people are from New York. Why are you that shade? What do you mean? You look tan. Like, are you African? Are you like, what'd you say to me? It's like, how do you fucking talk to people anymore? Not only that, now you got to ask what they want to be called. You got to ask what their fucking pronouns were and all that fucking shit. We're trying to change how people talk and it's extremely it's a slippery slope and we're fucking ourselves over by allowing it. You know what it is? You know what it really reminds me of? It reminds me, what was I going to say? Fuck. The language. Oh, it reminds me of that book. Remember, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie? If you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to want a glass of milk. right? If you give an inch, they're going to take a mile. So if a mouse is like, I really want a cookie, I really want a cookie, you're like, no cookie. And it's like, oh, come on, I just want a cookie, I just want a cookie. You give a cookie, and then it's like, well, can I have a glass of milk now? Oh, but I'm thirsty. And then you give that, and you keep on giving, you give away the whole fucking farm. So once you let this kind of bullshit in, you start playing. Once you start biasing your stuff and your censorship and you start blocking certain people and siding with one person versus another, and you actually make decisions based on that, you set dangerous precedents. And it's already getting fucked up. We notice that. We're having problems with subscribership, with people getting notified. We're having problems with people seeing the content. We're having problems with people commenting on the content. It's dangerous. And when I say it's dangerous, I'm not saying, oh my God, you're going to be, it's dangerous in the sense, that if you're limiting what people can say and you're limiting what people see, then you can formulate your own biased audience as an entire platform. YouTube can skew people based on what they want to allow to show. If they want to go super positive, and you saw that video I made on Instagram, right? When people were getting blocked or they were getting their alerts, I made it about right when it came out and was saying, oh, everyone was sending me messages like, isn't that great? Instagram's got to stop promoting this bullshit. You saw my response. I'm like, it seems like a good thing on the surface, but I don't like it. I don't want those bullshit drinks and, weight loss teas. I don't want them to get banned. I don't want people to be able to report shit like that, because that's only giving people more of a weapon to just fucking report and block things that don't need to, like, we need to educate people, not try to protect people from human nature. Like, we're giving people this entitled safe space. The internet is not a safe space. We can't create that. We have to make the internet more like our real world, not less, not a land of fucking make-believe, because now we're living in our apartments and our houses and our rooms and our cubicles. We're in this land of make-believe. And then we go out in the real world, someone says something, and we can't handle it. And then we're on medication, we fucking kill ourselves. And people commit suicide and they're fucking depressed because the real world is at a strong conflict with this make-believe world, with this fucking safe space that happens when you go onto your cell phone. And who doesn't want to be in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory? Who doesn't want to be in a safe space? Who doesn't want to be in a fucking wonderland? Who doesn't? Who doesn't want to be in a wonderland? That's why people like it. They can go there and they can surround themselves with anyone that they want and say, quote, whatever they want, and just kind of have everyone jerk each other off. That's bad. Do you put ice in your whiskey or drink it neat? I usually drink it neat. It's called Fire and Ice because it's just a great name, like Fire and Neat. But if I do put ice, I don't put ice. I put, I have one of those whiskey balls. Whiskey. I said balls. Yeah, Facebook is pretty messy. I don't use it personally. I don't use it for personal use at all. I stream to it, but I don't use it. I use it for the private group. Aside from that, I don't use it at all. I don't use my private profile at all. Hey, Papa, I know it's not Sunday, but I'm interested in joining Swolenormous X, but more for the accountability and diet stuff versus the workouts. Can give more info on what happens in the meetings every week. Do new releases, answer any questions. We had one today. It was about an hour long. Talked about all the new releases, talked about uncensored, talked about answer questions, give feedback. So, I mean, but it happens all the time. So we're doing like nonstop in the group. Your people are posting, the moderators are in there, I'm in there. So people are posting things, asking questions if necessary. So it's awesome, man. I mean, you say you don't want the workouts, bro, telling you, made the big announcement today. Next week, Swole season is launching. So ramping up tons of new programs. So the 90-day dash is getting, the 90-day dash is already there, of course. We have shoulder awareness and we have program customizers. We have an entire workout archive and such. But the 16-week Swole season program is releasing, the beginning phases of that are releasing on Monday, this coming Monday. So if you have any other questions, feel free to send us a message on the live chat on the website. You could also send an email to support@swolenormous.com, and we can answer any other questions you might have directly if they're specific. Hockey Town. So looking forward to having you. I get notifications for the podcast, usually late, but I get the notifications for the main channel the minute you upload. Good. Good. Let's see, Nicholas, I noticed that pro-health videos / anti-obesity videos, Republican or conservative videos, get pushed to the bottom of search pages when people like the fat therapist float to the top. Like, why would my content be associated? Like, I don't want to be called, don't call me a fucking Republican or conservative. Like, don't call me anything. I'm Papa fucking Swolio. You know, I like the nuance of the conversation. If we discuss an issue, I'll have thoughts and opinions on it, but I hate that fucking like left or right, red or blue, like split. I hate that fucking split. I hate that, you know, one side or the other. Get the fuck out of here. That's why I didn't join. I've always been that way. I've always been independent thinker. I never joined a frat in college. Like, I hate that idea of being associated with all these other, like, no, I'm not like you. I don't want to be just like a part of this. I don't need a team. I've always been like solo. We're naturally tribal. And that's because we do better in groups for hunting and for surviving, for sure. Oh, I'm scrolling down. I'm late. Oh, wow. There's a lot of comments I missed. There we go. Sarah, I find that the more fitness related things I follow, the more fat positive BS pops up. It's weird. I don't think it's weird. I think that's intended. If you're looking for more fitness related things, they are biasing towards, okay, this is how you should think. That's the problem with the fucking fat positive stuff. It's about how you should think. It's about how you should think. That's what my video is on tomorrow. That's the topic. It's about how you should fucking think. Just had a thought. Gotta write that down. It's about how you should fucking think and how you should feel. Don't fucking tell me. Don't fucking tell me how I should think. Don't fucking tell me how I should think. That's the problem. Feelings over facts. That's not how it works. Dave Argento. We're all red and blue depending on whether the hemoglobin is oxygenated. Well, let me see. I put me in the alveoli right before the partial pressure fixes that issue. I'm right between. I'm right in between that respiration. I'm right in that alveolar sac. Yeah, that's right. Your move, Dave. That was awesome. All right, we went to anatomy on that shit. If I remember it correctly, did I get that? God, it's been a while since I thought about the alveolar sacs. I always stuck out of my head. See, I've always been a fucking pervert psychopath. I've always been like, alveolar sac. And they spell it with a C. Sac. We're in college. Sac. Just be yourself. Think for yourself. Fuck everyone else. Business stuff and Papa Swole is all I see on my feed. Uh-oh. It's awesome. Thank you. Oh, God. That was ridiculous. That video, people, why are these videos not getting out there? I thought that was a great video. Let me show this. I thought it was a great, look, I don't think, I know. I love the video. I only post shit that I fucking like. All right, so let me close, so look at this, right? Shaping or shaming. Why is this a bad message? Oh, why is that showing 1.7 thousand? Oh, that's not. I need to reload it. Hold on. That was an old, sorry. Like, look at this. Like, it's a fraction of what, an absolute fraction of what my content was doing. Look, it's like suddenly, look at that. It's great. I'm humble, and I love the fact that I'm getting tons, like a lot of views. But if you look at, like, why is that only getting 9,000 views? I have almost 80,000 subscribers. And videos before, like this, where we're talking about fucking vegan health coaching and weight loss controversy, those were getting hundreds and hundreds of thousand tons. I could talk about fucking camel toe and get, upwards of like 500,000 views. But I talk about shapewear being body positive, and I get like some people watching, and it was extremely positive feedback. you know, but that's what Anna was saying. Love your body as is. The reason why I made that video about shapewear and shaperman is because that entire video, legit, the entire video was about, it was all fat positive type stuff. It was the message behind it. All they were saying is that you don't have to change. They clarified, like, you don't have to change. You need to empower. It's just the fucking language. They're playing semantics. It's dangerous. It's very, very, I'm not going to say it. Yeah, no shit. Willing to get in the sack. Hey. You mean other than an elimination diet? Well, you have the whole elimination manual, but you also have a breakdown of all the different types of macros. You have a recipe archive, and there's also master classes and stuff and content on it. I mean, the elimination diet is huge. I mean, if you don't want, like, it explains what, if you want to do, if it fit your macros, keto, vegan, there's a recipe archive. We're adding like 3, 4, 5 recipes a week. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff for nutrition, but it's really about you customizing your nutrition. So it's guiding you to customize your own nutrition. You might want to, if you want to get more specific, you can ask more specific questions in the email if you do. But that's exactly right. No, well, you said you never looked at that's the thing. You never looked at the views before. I'm not complaining about getting 9,000 views, but if you scroll down to, let's say 3 weeks ago, where I'm getting 20, 30, 40, 50,000 views of video, and all this in the same time period, and now it's like 12, 9. It's noticeably. My analytics, it shows about 50 to 75% decrease, which means people aren't getting access to see my videos. New people, especially new people, because my subscribers, like new subscribers, dropped about 75%, which means they're not showing my content to new audiences. So that's a problem, because there's no other way for me to get my content out to new audiences if they don't show it. Like, I can't do it manually. The hypocrisy is right there. They're not even hiding it. They're blatantly showing, hey, we are going to lie to your face. You ready? Here we go. Here's our ad. They're literally offering up just blatant hypocrisy. The camel toe will always reel in the views. Should I revisit? Should I do like camel toe revisited and just watch me? Let's see what happens. See what happens there. That's another issue too, Cameron. Imagine all the 12-year-olds signing up on Instagram that lie about their age and still get those ads. Yeah, all you gotta do is check a box. You think those 12-year-olds or 13-year-olds are not paying their own cell phone bill? It's on their parents' account. All they gotta do is check. Boom. Well, look, I mean, I don't have the audacity to tell you what to do. Like, I'm voicing my opinion. I'm suggesting things or giving options or what I would do or what I've done or my experience. But like, you're going to have to find your own path. These are my opinions on these topics. So these are my opinions on these topics. Or this is my take and this is my approach and this is what I think. Or this is like, my comedy and this is it's infotainment, the Driving While Gaining. I mean, do you take that seriously, literally? Yes and no. I mean, obviously, I think the message, it's fucking solid. I believe it. But at the same time, of course, it's a caricature. It's supposed to make you laugh, but it's also some real fucking shit, which is why you all like it. I know, but scrolling. The pastels. Oh, the pastel beaches. Mm-hmm. Oh God, I can imagine. Shapewear is about as self-aware as a V-shred chest workout. Put some cream on them titties. Yeah. Fit shaming is bullshit, but it's okay to do because it doesn't fit the fat acceptance movement. Interesting, right? Interesting. And look, That's the only reason that I'm ever said the word fit shaming is because we say the word fat shaming. Now, I do agree that people classically, maybe not so much in person now, but obviously, if you're obese, obviously people have made fun. I mean, when you're growing up, if you're getting bullied, people make fun of people for being fat. They always have been like, oh, ha, ha. Remember the Goonies though? Remember the Goonies? It was like embraced. Remember that shit? Like the kid didn't fucking take it personally. Like, Chunk, like, do the truffle shuffle. And he's like, oh, come on, guys. And he's like, with the fat. And then they let him in. But it was very casual. It's like what fucking kids do. It wasn't bullying. Of course, he was their friend. But this is not to say that people haven't gotten made fun of and bullied and fucking criticized and affected psychologically. I mean, kids are fucking brutal. But kids terrorize each other for many things. To blow fat shaming out of proportion, like that's the only thing. Like, okay, like I got fucking made fun of because I was athletic or I was quiet or whatever. Kids used to take my fucking hat in elementary school. I got into fights trying to get my hat back. It was like stupid shit. But I got fucking bullied too. There's instances of that. That's not why I started lifting to get big. I wasn't like, I'm going to show them. That's not why. I just liked the way it looked and stuff. And who knows? Maybe there's some deep-seated psychology there. Who knows? Some people it is. I mean, I guess if you get super, super, super fucking big, you have that bigorexia. But I definitely have. I've definitely gotten I never looked at it as fit shaming. I never looked to be a victim. People were always like, oh, you're bringing your food everywhere. Like, oh, come on. Like, you're bringing your food, laughing because I bring a big cooler. I was like, yeah, it's what I did. It just didn't affect me because it wasn't going to change anything. He got healthy and he's now a lawyer. Oh, shit. So he's an ex-fat. So Chunk is an ex-fat. And damn, we got to cancel Chunk. I finally got some firsthand fit shaming. I've been losing weight, lost 35 pounds so far, and almost everyone tries to get me to eat more and asking me when I'm going to stop to go back to being big. Jesus. Let's see. Do you know if there's anything current subscribers can do to help your content not get subjected to social media snowflake censorship? Hope that makes sense. I do. Funny you should ask. No, for real though. To help it not get subjected, just keep supporting it. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment, just be a part of it. I mean, share it, but there's really not much you can do aside from just enjoy it yourself. But that's why. And this is not just another time to plug it, but fuck it. That's why we're here. That's why I launched it. This is what you can do. You can join Swolenormous Uncensored if you want to. All right, this is not like you have to do this to support me, but that's why Swolenormous Uncensored is extremely affordable, and that's why I launched it so I can create content for the private community and not get subjected to this fucking nonsense. So if I want to say something a certain way, let's say it gets taken down, let's say it gets blocked, well, fine. It gets put there. So you're never going to miss content. You'll never get anything censored or bleeped out because YouTube might not like it or demonetize me. So that's why Swolenormous Uncensored exists. And you can go to swolenormousx.com, and the links are in the description down below for any of you that are curious. It's also on the main page in the top in a banner, swolenormousx.com. So that's what I did. Megan, if you don't want to join, that's totally cool. I mean, I love the fact that you're here, period. But that's what I did, because that's the thing, because here, everyone that watches like the podcast and all the content, you're supporting me the way you should. You're here, you hit the subscribe button, you hit the bell, you comment, you engage, you show up live. Like, you're already doing your part. Like, there's really nothing else for you to do. I'm doing my part. I'm creating content, and then you don't see it, or it affects the ability to create the content and to post the content. So it's like, it's nothing that you need to do, which I appreciate. And I'm flattered. You could share it. Doesn't mean people are going to, I don't know. You don't know if someone reports you. They just hit the report button. And then I guess if enough people do it, then they take some kind of action, I suppose. Yeah. This is what happens when everyone gets a gold medal, 8th place trophies, right? Holy shit, I bet the Goonies is banned from being shown in schools because of that bit. Did they ever show Goonies in schools? What a great fucking movie. Kitty cats. I'm a male version of one of my best friends. We both got long hair, right? Well, Michelle, Alan, John, we're all covering a lot of these topics, and you know, we've all been talking. Everyone's getting affected. Everyone feels this. Everyone feels this. It seems you're part of a wave. YouTube is gravitating away from independent creators for big names and legacy media. Well, they're going after the dollar. I think they realize that they're losing their grip on it, and that advertisers, it's a social, look, it's got to be hard from YouTube's standpoint too, because you create a platform that takes over the fucking world essentially, and becomes a place where people spread all sorts of quality and shitty information. So you have to manage it somehow. So you have advertisers who make a ton of money, but then advertisers want to show, like, you have to determine and create these automatic, because you can't handle hundreds of millions of videos every month or whatever it is, millions every day. You can't handle all these videos all the time without algorithms. So things are going to get, look, I can't even, I mean, I juggle stuff in my day already. It's like, I can't imagine what the fucking behind the scenes of YouTube, like the actual coding, it's got to be a nightmare. Like when you manually review, how many people can actually work and look at millions of videos every fucking like couple minutes? So it's hard. It's hard. I mean, I don't say I sympathize, but the fact is either people can say what they want or you're restricting, but they made all these changes with like children in videos, and now Instagram is coming out. So everyone's kind of starting to stick their fucking dick in everyone's content. And if they're interfering with me saying shit, then like, okay, well, I'm going to say my shit somewhere else then. And that's always been a risk for these platforms. When a new platform comes out or they do something, a lot of the big creators are like, well, we're going to fucking go somewhere else. If you follow gaming, I don't know if you remember recently, I don't know all the details, but I remember Ninja was over on Twitch and he left for Mixer because he got a sweet contract. I haven't heard anything about him since. I'm not in that world, but I used to see a lot of his shit. I follow a lot of stuff with professional gaming because I'm fascinated by it. And I just don't see his stuff anymore. He kind of pulled a Howard Stern, and I don't think it was for the best. I mean, maybe it was for him. You know, it's not my opinion. It's his life. But a lot of people do that. And a lot of these big creators will be like, well, we're going somewhere else. And they'll say, no, we'll keep this, or no, we'll take care of you, because they're making a lot of money, because advertisers pay a lot of money to run an ad on PewDiePie's channel or something like that. So that's one of the reasons why views and stuff can go down. It's because if one of my videos is offending someone, they might flag it, so it won't get monetized. So they won't promote it, because YouTube won't make money if they can't run as many ads. So they won't show my videos as much. The only videos of mine that really get approved or that get monetized are the Ask Papa Swoleos. But I don't want to make those all the time. Those are cool once a week or so. That's fine. I don't want to fucking do that every day. I mean, I do that. We do the Q&A in this. We do that. Like, I have other things I want to make. We need a water break. Everyone's calling for a water break. What do you think, fam? Here we go. Everyone get your water. 3, 2, 1, beaches. Let's do it. Oh, it's so good. Oh, God. I already had to pee so bad. I'm like, should I put the podcast on pause and go pee and come back? Would you all wait? Do you want to continue a little bit? I'm not done with this yet. I really got to pee. I really, you know what I'm going to do? Hold on a second. I got to piss like you won't fucking believe. But I don't want to end the content right now. God. Where's my iTunes? Where's that? What the fuck is it? Jesus, right there. Yeah? All right, I'm going to play some music. I'm going to play some King Darius. Let me see if you can hear that. Hold on, let me see if I can. Oh, shit. There we go. Got the music? This is King Darius. You can find him on fucking Spotify, everywhere. King Darius.
I just stopped treating them nice. I see you looking, I see you watching. Wasn't too long ago, we was just talking. I'm sorry you hate me now, and I don't mean that I'm sorry for me. I'm just sorry for you, cause you won't get to see what a hot king can do when he's given the chance to become what he knew he could. Now my shit's popping, oh, and I'm shocking. I'm just from Buffalo, I shouldn't make it. Was right by my auntie, but that woman hated me. Good at pretending for everyone faking it. Now I'm awake and I see why they made the choice to kick me out just as soon as I made the choice. Now I'm a king, yeah, that's the thing. Happens a lot. Fatherless kids, yeah, we come by the lot. Changing shit whether you like it or not. He would come like it or not. Look at my wrist, yeah, it's popping. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just don't let they sat in. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice. Fuck the whole industry, music and media. Started my own shit, I don't think they feeling me. I just don't get it, so fuck it. I'm done with all this luck shit. Y'all think y'all scaring me, so I address it. But now all your niggas is running. All of your mouths is just running. No talent, but your shit is funded. Now all y'all think y'all real funny. Clown flexing with that fake money. Can't buy shit without real shit, so you rent shit cause you real dummy. Just invest in mine like a broker. New money coming soon. Your last post got like 50,000, but you can't fill the fucking room.
Oh, God. That was so fucking good. Holy shit.
Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options.
Get some green on your ice.
Drop it and they just come flocking. Don't let they sat in. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice.
All right, cool. That worked out wonderfully. You know, I'm going to do that more often because I've actually cut podcasts short because I had to pee. And never take your bladder for granted. Holding it hurt it? I don't know. No, it's fine. Come on. I'll be fine. I didn't hold it that long. You need a milk jug under your desk like an over-the-road trucker. I've done that before on the podcast. You all just didn't know. I've pissed on the podcast before. I have. Guilty. Guilty as charged. I've done it. I've done it before. But yeah. I love this podcast. I love it. So we're back. Welcome everyone to episode 1242 of the Dynamo Swole. The most so bigger. When I just came back to the podcast, I saw the screen. I'm like, oh shit. I was going to hit intro. I'm like, intro it again. I'm like, oh no shit. We're already live. That was cool. I wasn't done with the podcast yet. Oh my God. This is so great. This is so great. I was going to go offline, but it's like, no, I don't want to go offline. I was like, we're in the middle of talking about shit. Just found out that I can sign my kids that are 13 and older to work out with me in the gym. Yeah. You can usually that's like 13 is the minimum. And you can, with parental supervision. Now we know. Oh, you don't know if I was telling the truth or not. Don't forget to urinal selfie. I don't have a urinal. I have a toilet, but if I had to like customize my own bathroom someday, totally getting a urinal. Bathroom squats. I'm seeing what everyone said. Let's see. It's amazing how much support you got for urinating, man. Everyone's like, go pee. Go pee. Yes, go pee. I'll wait. Yeah, we'll survive. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. How much support I got for peeing. Well, it was really only a couple moments. I think half of you probably had to piss anyway. Just give you permission to do it. Oh my God. I feel so good. I feel invigorated. I feel alive. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for... Oh God. Trolling. All right. So let's see. So we will have some more Daily Swole Extra Thirsty for those of you that are in Uncensored. You do have those of you that are in Uncensored. I sent out an email blast when the Swole Motion vlog 139 dropped earlier today. So if you didn't check out that vlog, it's in your Uncensored. It's in your account already. Okay. Oh, that feels so good. My God, man. Good Lord. Okay, so what were we talking about? What were we talking about before I went and just lost my bladder? Let's see. You put in a balcony. Nice. Okay. So for those of you that are just joining, so let's kind of like summarize for people that might be just tuning in now and be like, well, are we talking about pee all the time? we were talking about Swolenormous Uncensored. So if you want to learn more about joining Swolenormous Uncensored to get additional content and special private releases not available anywhere else, swolenormousx.com in the banner. And for a limited time, I don't have a timer on it, but it's $2.99. When it's time, it will increase, but I'm going to hold off on that as long as possible because it's just started and I want to make sure as many people understand and get access to this as possible. Also, those of you that saw today's video, I'm going to be posting a link. I'll put this in the description later. Fuck Your Pumpkin Spice shirts are now available. Let me see if I got this link up. Let me see. Let me bring this up. So those of you, how many of you got one of those fuck your, Jesus Christ. How many of you got the fuck your pink drink shirts back in the day? How many of you saw those? How many of you saw the fuck your pink drink? Now, because of obviously, it's a time of year, 'tis the season, Fuck Your Pumpkin Spice is now available. I'm looking for, where did I put the link? There it is. So a lot of you know that you can see gear and stuff underneath my YouTube videos now, but they blocked the pumpkin spice. Shocker. They blocked those. So here is the store. Can I comment below here? Let's see. Not really on here, but I will post that up on. I'll give you some swipe up links on Instagram and stuff like that. But it's I'm not sure if it's available on the main store. Let me check it out real quick. Swolenormousapparel.com. Swolenormousapparel.com. We're making gains every motherfucking day. Okay. All right. So I will post links later. I'll post links. The link says bad gateway. No, it goes there. It goes to the main store. Swolenormousapparel.com goes to the main store. I just tried it. But it's linked in the main, it's linked on the website. But the actual Fuck Your Pumpkin Spice is the special right now. You know what I'll do? Actually, while you're here, fuck it. I will do it right here while you're live. So just stay tuned. Watch this. So right now, the link on the website is going directly to... It's going directly to the apparel on the website is going directly to the main store. But right now, what I will do, just to make it easier, fixed. So now if you go to swolenormousx.com, you click on apparel, it will take you right to the Fuck Your Pumpkin Spice store. So I'm just going to check that, cross-check it for you just to make sure I'm not lying to your faces. God, I'm so good. So fucking good. God, I'm good. I'm going to bring this up right now. So here we go. You ready? Da-da-da-da-da. Hey, Fuck Your Pumpkin Spice. Oh, God, I'm such a fucking animal. We got cell phone cases, fam, if you want to have a cell phone case. But these are older cases. I don't know if they have... These are, let's see. Now that everyone's got like XS, XS Max. So not the new ones with like the 3 lenses, not the brand new phone. Yeah. So we got tanks, tees, sticker. That's pretty fucking cool. So if you want to put stickers on your bumper stickers. So Fuck Your Pumpkin Spice. So it's very similar to the Fuck Your Pink Drink. And maybe we'll bring it back. So you can check that out now. So I put the link in the apparel. You guys can go check that out. All right. Swolenormousx.com. So in the main menu, on the main menu of Swolenormous X, you'll see that. And that's Swolenormous X. Shh, don't look at that. Don't look at that. Brain gains. Look at me meditate. Watch me get my brain gains on. All right. That's for members. Oopsies. You got a little sneak peek. Those are amazing. Thank you. Thank you. And don't forget, if you get one, you got to take a picture and tag me so I can share it on my story. Look, you hate being a broke college student. Don't like that. just stay tuned. I want to do some giveaways. I want to do some fucking things. Don't worry. Maybe get a sticker or something, or just be here. I am grateful for you being here. I'm grateful for you being here. Papa Swole, you're awesome. And I've told my grandma that you could be the dad I never had. Oh, well, be careful with that one. Be careful. Gonna be crying. You're bad. You. Yeah, you. Awesome. I appreciate it. Remember, like I always say, I'll be your papa, but I ain't your daddy. I ain't your daddy. Papa ain't your daddy. I ain't your daddy. Yeah. So again, that's to get there, to get on this page, you go to swolenormousx.com and you click on apparel. You click on the main menu and apparel. I just changed the link. That way I can make it easier because I didn't have the chat thing open so I can go in here and like type it up. So yeah. So buttons. Fuck your pumpkin spice. Fuck that shit. And fuck you, YouTube, for not sharing that on my page. Oh God, I shouldn't open my mouth. The YouTube algorithm is like, who said that? Hey. What if the YouTube algorithm is like Mr. Miyagi? They're like, hey, don't say mean things. Hey, Papa Swolio. Hey, Shadowban. Hey, Danya-san. Bonsai. Bonsai. Papa Swolio. Bonsai. I need to get if I really want to be, I need to get a hydro flask for those Visco girls. If you want to, Visco girls. So we got women's flowy tank for those that like to flow. Holla. They come in 7XL, so they're body positive. I'm just making that up. Oh shit, too soon? Stickers, iPhone case, classic crewneck sweatshirt. If people wear classic crewneck sweatshirts, but the hoodies are fucking fire. I love my Swole hoodie. I got to get one of these. I don't even have one yet. Just literally launched it. So beat me to it. No beanies yet. Here's the thing. We have a whole, we built out the site for Swolenormous. We built out the site for, like a whole other site where they're going to be like hats and stuff like that. But, so there's probably going to be different methods in which you can purchase. Cause like Teespring is very easy to jump on campaigns, but, we're going to have some more autonomy with, a custom site with different things. And offers and things. Just stay tuned for this. I mean, I literally just changed the link because this was a quick turnaround because it's the season, but just keep on plugging in. I'll be giving you all the updates. Wristbands. My God. What do you want? Like cock rings? Cock rings with the beard logo on it. Down here in Florida, it's like, I want a hoodie, but it's like, I guess I just got to turn the air conditioning down a little bit more so I can warrant wearing a hoodie. It's really high quality. I literally have one Swolenormous hoodie that I've just worn. Like I haven't gotten another one because I just love that one. It's fucking great. It's great. Fits great. Soft as shit and perfect condition. I wash it. Like it's always there. Plus that's the thing. Plus, it's like I don't need if I'm inside and I turn the air conditioning down, it's like I'd rather just turn the air, save a little on electric and just take off my shirt and sweat a little bit. I'm fine. But if I lived in a climate where I could actually wear a hoodie, like in Florida, you could wear a hoodie maybe a week out of the year where it like actually applies. Fuck your pumpkin spice dildos. Ooh. Oh, hey, what's going on? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Fuck, I was actually typing cock rings. You guys are messed up. Anyone that's suggesting or requesting cock rings, you better sign up for Uncensored. Don't even fucking play with me. And if you're going to buy one of these, if you're going to get one of these, but you're not going to sign up for Swolenormous Uncensored, you are a fucking, don't be a dildo. Don't be a dildo. You want more of this you join and support. You support the drip. You support the drip, Karen. Zoom out. I don't know what the fuck I did. What'd I do? Zoom life. Support the fucking drip. I'm getting way too deep on TikTok. Support the drip, Karen. God, I'm so trending. Really, I'm trending. I'm trending as fuck. Leashes and collars. You guys are sick. Come north, way north where the snow is flying. No, I don't think I will. Absolutely 100% fuck no, I don't think I will. I think I will do quite the opposite. Dog collars? Well, that's possible. Maybe like dog sweaters. Speaking of dog sweaters, I haven't given you any Papa Swolio action. I've been really holding back. So those of you that stayed around for this long, you get to see, well, not really much to see, to be honest. Ooh, wow. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that a special thing to see? Thanks for being such a cute dog. Hello. Look at those little nips. Look at her. Beep, 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 beep. You're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. Yes. She's like, why the fuck did you stop, bro? You gave me like 3 rubs. Don't worry, the stream did not freeze. She just doesn't move. She's like, she's just completely depressed. You see her just huff? You see her just, she just sighed. All right. Oh, stop looking so cute. I need to do the podcast. Stop it. YouTube will censor the nips. It's quite possible. It's quite possible. I wouldn't doubt it. I have no idea how long the stream has been, but I started cooking at the beginning. I'm still cooking. Boom. Boom. I know this is an extra long cast. If you got questions, drop it because we're still here. We're still here with the questions. Those of you that are listening are like, oh my God, what's going on? What's going on over there? It's such a visual podcast, but it's great that you can also listen to this. Those of you that listen, how is it listening to the podcast when we do this kind of like interaction? Is it cool? It's kind of like you're listening and watching. It's kind of like you're listening, but you're watching the listening, or you're listening the watching. When you listen to it, do you feel like you're actually watching me? Do you feel like you're fucking being talked to? Am I fucking your ear holes right now? Those of you that are listening. Yeah, I love the podcast. I listened to all 1 hour and 18 minutes of this, and I'm still getting ear fucked. I'm not peeing. I'm pouring coffee. Fuck you, beaches. Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, I think the podcasts keep on getting better. I love how we can go from fitness to social shit to just random fucking nonsense back and forth. I love how the podcast has developed. I'm sure not everyone does, but guess what? It's my podcast. Yeah, it's this guy's. It's mine. It's mine. If I want to show some nips, there you go. Got a note. Oh, shit. I just cramped in my back. I missed yoga tonight. I got to drive Mama Swolio to the airport. Oh, yeah. Oh, so she doesn't know it yet. Well, Papa doesn't know it yet, but she's going to be depressed for like 2 days. She's going to miss Mama. She's going to miss Mama. We're both going to miss Mama. So I got to go to the airport in a little while. I got to film some more content, get some stuff up for Uncensored, get some stuff filmed for YouTube for tomorrow. What do you guys, how about, you know what? Fuck this shit. Because I talk about content. What do you guys want to see for a video? You know what's funny? We haven't really talked about that. You guys just kind of drop things. What about this? Jessica, I'm down. Send me an email. Send an email to support@Swolenormous. Email and put the, reference the podcast in the title, and let's talk. Totally down for that. And I think, Jessica, you said that you are a poor student, so maybe we can rectify that. So hit me up. I like watching and listening. I like how the podcast just flows into different content and subjects. I appreciate that. I like it to be very conversational. It used to be me like just fucking ranting at the phone like back in the day. But then once it got to this, no matter what, it was always live. It was always engaging. It was always live. But I love just, I don't know. I like talking, I guess. I don't think like I like talking, but I just have a lot to say. Really what I'm doing, because I wouldn't say that I love talking or hearing myself talk, because I don't think I do. What I do is my head, things that are in my brain just don't stop, and I just verbalize it. So my brain is always going, and I just let it flow. Luckily, it's not like, it hasn't gotten me into too much trouble yet, which is why, Swolenormous Uncensored. Hey, for right now, for a limited time, for just $2.99, you could join Swolenormous Uncensored, uncensored. Go now, swolenormousx.com, come. This coffee's kicking in. The evening coffee, it's kind of like, it builds up. It's building up. It's ramping up. Has anyone been following the Amber Geiger trial? I don't even know who that is. Someone did something bad? Good Lord. I don't even know who that is. But if you're on trial for something and you know about it, it's probably bad. Yes, pumpkin spice power. Hey, pumpkin spice acceptance. It's pumpkin spice acceptance week. Buy a shirt. It's pumpkin spice. Let's see. Jury got the case today. Check it out. I like the podcast. I don't agree with everything you say all the time. Why not? You're supposed to. You're dead to me. No, I'm kidding. You absolutely do. You know what? I think I would be upset or scared if you agree with everything that I said. I think if you agree with everything that I said, I would be like, you might want to get some professional counseling if you agree with everything that I say. I don't think everything's all straight up here. It's definitely not straight down here. This needs a trim big time. Oh shit. Mama Soy was supposed to fucking fix the beard. She was supposed to trim this before she looked great. So at least for the next couple days, I'm going to be a fucking hairy savage. Well, what else is new? Boom. Have I ever tried CBD oil? Where is it? Whoa. For better quality sleep, mine has been terrible, which fucks everything else up. I have some. It's legal down here and all that stuff. I've tried it. I haven't noticed a difference. When I did use it, maybe I didn't use enough because I am muscular. Like, I don't know how much the right dosage is. And it seemed kind of expensive. I'm like, For me, it's more, and I'm very open. I'm an open hypocrite when it comes to sleep, but not really a hypocrite, but I want to get better sleep, and it's kind of an excuse. So I'm volunteering that. But sometimes, like for me, things have to get done, and I hold myself to a high standard, so I have to do them. So a lot of times my sleep schedule is kind of fucking all over the place, which I don't recommend, which is why I openly discuss like, hey, I don't like saying things like, hey, you should do this, and then I don't do it. So I am open about like how I've been up to like pretty much all night the last few nights, but then I'm sleeping, I'm all over the place. It goes through different phases because for me, I have such creativity late at night, I can be very, very productive. And like when I'm in those like periods of like, it's quiet outside and I'm just fucking grinding and I'm doing stuff, like I get so much done. I have so many ideas, and it's really like, so part of me is like, oh shit, I just want to live this way because I can get a lot of creativity out, but I know it's not really something that I prefer long-term. So I go through different periods. Amber Geiger was an off-duty cop who shot Botham Jean in his basement because she's psycho. She claims she thought it was her apart. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know. I'm going to have to look that one up. Really? She thought it was her apartment? What, like in her building? She's an off-duty cop and she wasn't in her own apartment. You're not mentally stable. That sounds like All right, I'm not going to speak on it because I have no idea. I'm just reading a comment. So that sounds fucking intense. I might look that up. CBD is the shit. No, yeah, right. CBD is not hallucinogenic. Yeah, you don't get, it's not THC. So you won't get like, you won't get high off CBD. She shot an innocent man because she thought it was her apartment. Oh, fuck. Yikes. I'll have to look that up. That sounds horrific. She walked into the wrong apartment when she was tired, shot the owner in the kitchen. Holy shit. How is that a case? That sounds like it's fucking open and shut. How do you not know it's your apartment? I guess that's why there's a case. What the fuck? Oh, that's scary. That's sad. That's fucking sad. Sad and fucking, how'd she get in? Well, whatever. I was like, how'd she get into her apartment if it wasn't hers? But again, so anyway, there's a case going on. And if you want more information, certainly don't get it from me. I'm just reading comments. Fuck. Let's see here. So people could buy. Okay, so let's see here. We're about to wrap up because I got some stuff that I got to do, filming and things like that. So a reminder, a couple things for those of you that might be on your way out and we're wrapping up. Oh, shout out to Tommy. Love your podcast. What up, Tommy? What up, Tommy? Any other shout outs you guys want? I never really do shout outs like that. I don't like the monkey see, monkey do, but I'm in a good mood and I'm caffeinated and I want you to get a shirt and stuff and sign up for Uncensored. So I'm in a good mood. No, I'm kidding. But I'm just really, no, I've actually been like in a really good mood because I'm amped because I'm super excited about all this stuff. I feel like there's a lot of things that are quote bad happening, but that's only perspective. It's like there's things that are happening, but I'm really excited for like some of the things that have come from it. Because if this didn't happen, if this wasn't the climate and the things that were changing on YouTube, I wouldn't have necessarily right in this moment launched Uncensored. And I'm super glad that I did. So I'm super glad that happened actually, and that is the case because I'm really excited about it. So for those of you that don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, Swolenormous Uncensored is where you can join for $2.99 a month, and you can get access to exclusive content, vlogs, DWG content, NOC content, Ask Papa Swolio access, Fire and Ice, like I mentioned. You also have the Raw series, Daily Swole, Extra Thirsty, so bonus content from the podcast, and even more stuff that's going to be happening and to be going down. So if you're interested, make sure you go and check it out. You can go to swolenormousx.com. I guess the easiest place for me to tell you to go. I will show you what it looks like, but you can go to memberships, but really at the top of the page on swolenormousx.com, it's like in this kind of like, what is it? Reddish. I guess I thought it was red. It kind of looks a little pinky, but it gets your attention. So whatever. But on the top of the page. So right here on swolenormousx.com, if you go here, you'll see right at the top, new release, Swolenormous Uncensored. Click here for early bird special. So if you click there, it's going to take you down on the membership page to where all the memberships all the memberships are. So if you have one of these other memberships, the unlimited, it's included. But if you want to hook into the Swolenormous Uncensored, literally it's just $3. $3 a month. And even if it increases, you'll never pay a penny more. It'll be like that forever. So it's the best time to do it because I'm adding tons of content, and the more content that gets added, as it takes up more time and more effort, more energy and more value, it's going to go up in price. It won't be ever a fortune. It won't ever be like ridiculous, like, oh my God, but it will increase slightly, I'm sure, over time, like most things do that, provide the value that matches the expectations. So Raw series, Daily Swole, Extra Thirsty, Director's Cut for DWG, NOC content. So DWG content, even I'm also thinking if there isn't also, you might get a DWG with extended version if there is something that's valuable there. If not, I'm also considering doing a DWG specifically like one a month, specifically only for Uncensored, not even posted on the main channel. So a whole DWG that's just private, which I think is even fucking super fucking cooler, if that's even a phrase. So vlogs, fire and ice, all this different stuff. And this is just the beginning. There's going to be a lot more stuff here. I'm also considering other options and other things. So this is going to be like my playground and a lot of stuff for you for just a small fraction of your time and of your finances. $2.99, less than $3. So it's a great deal. And also on the top of the page, if you're interested in the shirts, if you go to Swolenormousx.com, you can check out the Fuck Your Pumpkin Spice, just dropped today. So you can find that. You go to Swolenormousx.com, you click on apparel in the main menu, and you can go here and check out all those things here. So super cool. And let's see. Had to get the Fuck Your Pumpkin Spice. I got to get one. Oh, let me look up for the shout outs. Shout out to Keun's forehead. All right, your fucking forehead. Shout out to my left big toe, Cameron's left big toe. What up, toe? That toe life. Shout out to ball sacks. I love how no one's asking for shout outs for their names. They're like, say testicles, say ball sacks. Like that's not a challenge. I'm like, I say how much everyone always posts on these videos. Like, oh my God, that was so cringe, that intro. And then here on the podcast, everyone's like, can you say ball sack again? Can you say nuts? Say nuts on your chin. It's like, shit. People I thought were cringing from it. They want more. Shout out to my daughter, Serena. Serena, Mama Carnivore. Hope I got that right. So Serena, do everything your mama says. Owned. Papa, have you ever had lead slingers or lead slingers whiskey? It was founded by combat veterans. I don't believe I have. Here's the thing. I am not like widely versed. You know, my palate isn't refined. I usually drink, you know, some of the standards like Glenlivet. I like Macallan. I don't drink it all the time. I'm not like a big baller, but I have some that I love. Like Blue Label is delicious. I like the smoky finish. So what I think I'm going to do is actually, that's what I'm considering the show to be. Like I'll get a bottle. It just can get pricey. But if any of you, like, honestly, if any of you work for a liquor company or you have any connections and someone wants to send something, like I'm not the kind of person I'm going to do a public show and like, hey, I'm sponsored by this whiskey. You know, maybe I'll create my own whiskey someday, but I would love to have like a show where I try something new, like a new cigar with a bottle of whiskey. Obviously that can get very expensive and I'm not going to drink like that. I don't drink like a fish, but I would love to do some kind of like taste testing and stuff. So if any of you have connections or you're interested in maybe, you know, contacting, again, just contact us, support@swolenormous.com. And that could be, that's probably a great direction of where the show can go, you know, but that can obviously whiskeys are not always like, you know, it's not going to be a daily show. That's for goddamn sure. Not only am I not going to be drinking like every day, but that can get extremely expensive. Can I subscribe for a friend? For sure. The mechanism isn't set up where you can like, let's say, send it to someone, James. Like, you know, you could sign up, you pay, but then it'll be under your email that you signed up for. But what you can do is send us an email, support@swolenormous.com, and I'll set something up. We can work that out. All right. So I can make that happen. You're welcome, Irene. Thank you. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to you being there. Shout out to Trisha. That's me, not fucking Paytas. What up, Trisha? Not that fucking beesh. Not that beesh. Say loofah foof. Loofah foof. I never do this. We want more ball sacks. We're mentally children. We can't help it. Exactly. That's why I talk about nuts on chin. Lafroig. That's good too. I like single malts. It's hard to beat Blue Label. I mean, it's hard to... That's the thing with whiskey is that, you know how wine, an expensive bottle of wine can still taste like shit? And I've talked to many sommeliers who would say the best bottle of wine is the one that you like. You know, and if you like a bottle that's $14, you're lucky. That's good. It would suck to like a $500 bottle of wine. But whiskey seems to be a lot more, okay, you pay for it, you get better whiskey. So that's my experience. I'm sure it's like that with most, but I don't drink rum, tequila, but a lot of times I've noticed whiskey is like when you pay more, you get a lot better. Like it's literally more, like more money does mean better quality in a lot of cases. Serena just lost her shit in a good way, or she's like, damn it, I got to do what Mama Carnivore says. I like bourbon. I got some Jack over there. I only have a couple different things. Glenlivet. I have a bottle of Jack, Glenlivet, Blue Label, and I have a couple little samples. I have one little one of Aberfeldy and one of Macallan, two little samples. But that's the thing. It's like I didn't have a reason. Like I'm not a drinker, but I like to have some. So it'll give me a reason to kind of build out a little collection and try something, but also film some cool content. So I was like, that's something I've always wanted to do, but it does conflict in some cases with my public content. It's like, finish out the bullshit. I'm just tired of putting stuff out there just like on YouTube. I'm like, look, I don't know. Honestly, I've been just getting fatigued with making content like that. I just feel like it's going underappreciated, and that's why Swolenormous Uncensored launched, because it's underappreciated, but underreached by the people that actually want to see it. That's what bothers me. People that do subscribe, that want to see it. And the fact that if everyone hated my content, I was getting all thumbs down. It's like, well, I understand. People don't like my content and no one's seeing it. I don't have any subscribers. Obviously, that's why you're not, it's not good enough. And then if it's not good enough, it's like, that's the luck of the draw. I have to get better at the content. But if I have 80,000 subs and I'm making great content and it's like a 98, 99% like ratio, and where the fuck are the people? Like, why are they not showing it to people? Because people fucking like it, obviously. You think those thumbs up or down, they actually make a difference, but I don't know. Apparently not. So anyway, that's what I'm doing this for. Tequila's the same way. I hear you. I used to like tequila for a little bit and I grew out of that. It was a phase for me. I had one called Morning Whiskey and boy, was it good as fuck. I'm not a drinker, but it tastes different coffee blends. I like sometimes some whiskey in coffee, just like a shot, like a little bloop. Anyway, I prefer Dos Equis. I used to drink more beer, and then I'm like, I just like the feeling of whiskey a little bit. I don't feel like that bloated. I don't think it's like I'm sensitive to gluten per se, but it's just didn't really, maybe a little sensitive. It just didn't really sit the right way. Anyway, so Swolenormousx.com. If you want to learn about anything with Uncensored, it's right there at the top. The apparel link in the menu on Swolenormousx.com will take you to the apparel. So just go to Swolenormousx.com if you have any questions or concerns. Send us an email if you have any questions, blah, blah. And I will see everyone tomorrow for episode 1243 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleezecast, and Slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Thank you so much for joining me. Papa Swolio loves you too. And I'll see you everyone tomorrow for episode 1243. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.